I've been in prison with some of the most meanest, toughest, ruthless people, bro. Killers. And they all say the same thing. This shit is whack. This ain't it, man. Young blood, get your life.
So much grimy in there. So the way they treat people.
But when you on the street, you hearing the music, yo, drill this, kill this, you hearing all this bullshit, and those people haven't stood up in front of a judge and got sentenced and had to stand on that. They haven't went through that process yet.
They set you up, they put you in a box for 2 or 3 years, they don't feed you, they beat you up, kick you downstairs while you're handcuffed, and they make sure that your life is significant.
And then when they sentence you, and that shit hit your chest like a fucking truck, and you feel dead, you feel lifeless. That's when shit get real. That's when it's regret. That's when it's like, damn, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. All that tough shit go out the window. Now you in a cell crying, like crying. Yeah, I cried, nigga.
Slimiest people I ever met in my life, ever been around in my life, man. I don't see them kill so many cats, man. Young boys that come through there, beat them to death, break their necks and all that type of stuff. That's the type of life they was killing cats coming up in there. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I tell a lot of kids, man, you know, you could be tough, you could shoot down the whole block. But once them Timberlands turn to state boots and them Pele coats and all that stuff turn to all green, it's a different world.
Let's talk about it. So it was brought to my attention recently, my brother that I respect, that I may give the impression that I glorify prison and the criminal lifestyle. I don't agree with that. I don't think that I've ever done anything to display that. But I want to address it because if that is in fact the case, if people are in fact getting that impression, I want to set the record straight. That said, however, it was explained to me that the way that I may be given this impression is in one, my sharing my truth with you all about my life experience and where I come from, and second, my insistence on the origins of 52 blocks. First, let me say this. I'm not ashamed of my past for the same reason that a sword isn't ashamed of the fire that forged it or the hammer that beat it into shape. We grow through adversity, and I wouldn't be the man that I am today if not for my past. The things that I went through shaped and molded me into the man standing here today. And I like who I am. I'm proud of who I am because I rose up through adversity. My truth is my truth. I lived it. I bled for it. I've shed tears too. Right? I'm no Superman. I'm no gangster. None of that stuff, man. I'm just a guy from Brooklyn who went through some things, who saw value in the things that he went through, and who wants to share the benefits he gained with other people so that they never have to go through it. I'm taking a negative and making it into a positive, and that is my only intent. I was the hunter. I was the wolf, and I want to help other people understand how to recognize the wolf and deal with him. That's my intent. That's the reason for me sharing my truth. Not because I'm glorifying being a criminal, not because I'm glorifying prison, but because I want to help people be able to avoid coming in contact with people who may be intended on hurting them, or being able to deal with those people quickly, brutally, and efficiently if circumstance dictates that they have no other alternative. So again, not glorifying being a criminal, not glorifying prison, just trying to do the right thing with bad experiences. Be clear that when you go into a violent situation, whether or not you're the criminal in that situation isn't predicated on what you think. It's predicated on what the courts think. It's predicated on what you can prove. So understanding a particular mindset, understanding that goes a long way towards helping prevent you ending up in a bad situation. See, that's not promoting criminality. That's not glorifying prison. That's taking the lessons learned in prison, taking the lessons learned from being a criminal, and weaponizing them against both the criminal, prison, and the system that is going to try to put you in prison for protecting yourself. That's all I got to say on this issue, man. That's my 52 cents. But again, if I have in the past given the impression that I was glorified president, I want to make clear that I'm not. With that, I will see you all on the other side. Like, comment, share. Arambe.